We have two types of gas law problems: combined gas law problems and ideal gas law problems. Let me start with showing you how to set up and solve for combined gas law problems. What I'm going to want you to do is, before you solve any problems, is practice isolating unknown variables. So this is the combined gas law equation. P1V1 over T1 equals P2V2 T2. Let me just quick reminder. P1, what is the initial pressure? V1, what is the initial volume? T1, what is the initial temperature? P2, what is the new pressure? V2, what is the new volume? T2, what is the new temperature? So the first thing I want you to do is practice isolating variables. I'm going to start by showing you how to isolate P2. Now notice, what is the first thing I did is we know P1V1 over T1 equals P2V2 over T2. And we can say then P2V2 over T2 equals P1V1 over T1. So what I did first was multiply both sides by T2, okay? Now, then I divided both sides by V2, and the result, this is all just algebra, P2 equals P1, the initial pressure, times the initial volume, times the new temperature, divided by the new volume times the initial temperature. So what I want you to do before you start anything is isolate new pressure, new volume, new temperature, okay? And have those equations. Once you practice that, make a note, okay? P2 is P1V1 T2 over V2 T1. Okay, what is V2 going to be? It's going to be P1V1 T2 over P2 T1, okay? I want you to do that, and then go ahead, check it online, make sure you have those equations written correctly. And then what I want you to, before you do anything else, practice and write a notes. What is P2? What is that formula? What is V2? What is that formula? What is T2? What is that formula? Keep it handy. Usually we don't usually ask what's the initial volume, etc. We usually ask what's the changed. Now, that's the last thing is, when we think about combined gas law, when you're working on problems, you're looking for a change in either pressure or volume or temperature. Okay? That's it.